Hello viewers, welcome to Royal Palace YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss KCET paper. This is code number C1. So your long wait of 2 years has completed today. So just now we have finished KCET exam. Karnataka Common Entrance Test, Physics test has just now completed. So let us have these solutions for this. So I have taken the code C1. You can have your question paper in your hand and just I will read the question and we will solve the problem. Then you can note down and you can get the solutions for this. So first question here, what he has given is a figure shows 3 points, 3 points A, B, C in a region of electric field. He has given a region of electric field. This is the region of electric field he has given. He has given 3 points A, B and C. A, B and C. Now these are parallel lines, that means source is at infinite distance. This you can solve by remembering one single sentence. So actually this paper is totally based on your NCERT textbook. Those who are perfect with NCERT concepts and NCERT example questions and exercise questions, this paper is very simple. So actually from one sentence you will get this answer. Negative gradient of potential is filled. Negative gradient of potential is equal to minus dV by dr. E is equal to minus dV by, in the direction of electric field potential decreases. That means potential of C should be less than B and A should be equal to B because they are on the same horizontal line. That means they are at same distance from the source. Electric field is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square, where R is the distance from the source. So let us consider if source is here, they are at same distance. So you can observe very clearly. So from this what you can write, VA is equal to VB because they are at same distance and VB is greater than VC. Why? Because in the direction of electric field potential always decreases. So answer is VA is equal to VB greater than VC. And next question is a dipole of dipole moment P. So in next question what he has done, he has taken a dipole. There is a dipole of dipole moment P. It is kept in an electric field. Electric field is making some angle. It is rotating. See, based on dipole, every year you are getting one question in a KCET exam. Last year if you observe, a dipole in a uniform electric field experiences torque and net force is 0. But in non-uniform electric field it experiences torque as well as force. So here also based on the concept of torque only he has given this question. This formula you can observe in magnetism and matter. It is there in our NCERT textbook, they have given magnetism and matter, they have given this formula. Here what you can is asking is time period of oscillation, is asking time period. For that you can take the formula of torque, PE sin theta is the torque developed, that is equal to I alpha because torque formula is I alpha. If theta is small, I can write this as PE theta is equal to I alpha. In simple harmonic motion we can write it as omega square theta. You can recall the derivation of time period of simple pendulum, exactly same. So theta will get cancelled. Omega is equal to PE by I under root, then 2 pi by T is equal to PE by I under root. So from this you calculate time period for this. Reciprocate it, T by 2 pi is equal to under root of I by P, then T is equal to 2 pi into under root of I by P you will get. That is question 2 in code C1. Next question, in question number 3, the difference between equivalent capacitance of two identical capacitors connected in parallel to that in series is 6 microfarad. The value of capacitance of each capacitor is, so what he has given is equivalent capacitance in parallel minus capacitance in series is given as 6 mu, and he has given that C1 is equal to C2 is equal to C, all are equal. In parallel I can write C1 plus C2, that is 2C, in parallel I will get 2C. In a series I will get C1 C2 by C1 plus C2, that is C square by 2C is equal to 6. You have to solve this. So what you will get, 4C square minus C square by 2C is equal to 6. If you solve, you will get 4 microfarad. And next, question number 4. So this is there in your NCERT textbook. There is a rectangular block, there is a rectangular wire like this. There is a wire which is in the form of a rectangle. There is a wire which is in the form of a rectangle. In which case resistance will be maximum. So resistance is directly proportional to length and inversely proportional to area of cross section. So you have to select an option where length is maximum. Length is maximum is 10 centimeter. So if you connect across these two faces, this will be 10 centimeter, this will be area. So area should be less and length should be more. Therefore answer will be length should be 10 centimeter. So you should connect maximum when battery is connected across 1 centimeter and half centimeter. So according to he has given length is equal to 10 centimeter, breadth is equal to 1 centimeter and height is equal to half centimeter. So resistance is maximum when it passes through higher length. So it must pass through 10 centimeters and area of cross section should be less. So therefore answer is first maximum when battery is connected across 1 centimeter and half centimeter faces. And next question. So this is based on our video which we have done very recently on circuit problems. So based on that circuit problems, today 2 questions appeared. So I given that potential difference is equal to EMF minus E minus IR. So based on this you got. If you observe our video of circuit problems, first concept I explained the difference between potential difference and EMF. So he is asking potential difference. A car has a fresh storage battery of EMF 12 volts and internal resistance 2 into 10 power minus 2. If the starter draws a current of 80 amperes, then terminal voltage is, current is drawn. So when current is drawn, this is the condition. So V is equal to 12 minus current is given as 80 into 2 into 10 power minus 2. This if you solve, you will get the answer as 10.4, or otherwise you can substitute mathematically and you can get the answer 10.4 volts. This is the answer. Next, when a soap bubble is charged, its radius increases. Because of repulsion between different molecules, its radius increases. This is there in our textbook also in first year. So surface tension. Next, a hot filament liberates. So this is next question. A hot filament liberates an electron with 0 initial velocity. So initial velocity is given as 0. And anode potential difference is given as 1200 volts. Potential difference is given as 1200 volts. Then speed of the electron. Here you can apply work energy theorem. Work done is equal to change in potential energy. Work done is half mv square minus half mu square is equal to potential energy is charge of electron E into potential difference is 1200. Substitute E is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, whereas the mass of the electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31. Then U is equal to 0. Find for V. V is equal to how much? This will be your answer. You will get 2.1 into 10 to the power of 7. Next question number 8. So this is also appeared from our recent video, that is circuit problems. So what this video says is, this question is, there is a cube, each side is a resistor, and is asking effective resistance between the points A and B. Each side you take it as a resistor. So let us take current I is entering. So that's why I said you apply Kirchhoff's instead of loop law, you apply Kirchhoff's current law. It is very easy. Let us take this potential difference is equal to effective resistance into I. Okay. Now current I enters here. That current I divides into 3 branches as I by 3. You can observe here at this point it is dividing as I by 3. I by 3 and I by 3. And this I by 3 you can observe after reaching this point it divides into 2 parts I by 6 and I by 6. Okay. Now this I by 3 again here it reaches here again divides into I by 3 and I by 6 and I by 6. Now this I by 6 and this I by 6 reach this point and again goes as I by 3. This is current distribution because all resistances are equal. Once again, current I enters I by 3 and I by 3, 3 branches. Again this branch it reaches here again I by 6, I by 6. Again this I by 3 reaches here I by 6, I by 6. This also reaches here I by 6 and I by 6. Now this I by 6 will combine here. You can observe this and this are combining, and again I by 3. From this I by 3 again it will come out as I. So one branch divides into 3, again each branch divides into 2, afterwards all will join as one branch again. This will be the distribution. So from one point you will get 3 resistors like this, I by 3. Again each point will give 2 resistors like this. Each point is going to give 2 resistors like this. Again these 2 will join, again form I by 3. Again these 2 will join, again form I by 3. These 2 will join, again it will form I by 3. I by 3, I by 6, I by 6, I by 6, I by 6 and I by 6. So if you apply, you take one root, you take this root, you take one root like this. You go from here and here. So this is point A, B, C and D. I am taking a root A, B, C, D. Here to here potential difference is Ri. Where R is the effective resistance. So from here to A to B, that is I by 3 into, potential is I by 3 into R, because each resistance is R. Again from B to C, I by 6 into R. Again from C to D, I by 3 into R. This is given as 1 in your question. Each resistor is given as 1. Now solve effective resistance. You will get 5 by 6. This is very standard question. I discussed in our regular class also. Next, question number 9. Potentiometer. There is a potentiometer in question number, that is question number 9. There is a potentiometer of uniform wire length. Length of the potentiometer is given. Length of the potentiometer is given as 5 meters, that is 500 centimeters. And EMF is given as 10. E naught is given as 10. And he told that it is having negligible internal resistance, small r is equal to 0. And it is not connected to any external resistance. So, no rheostat is not there. So, R is equal to 0. And RL is not given. RL is not given. Balancing length is given as 200. But is asking EMF of the secondary cell. So, EMF of the secondary cell E is equal to E naught by small r plus capital RS or capital R plus RL into RL by capital L into small l. This is the formula. So, substitute the values. E naught is 10, 0 plus RL into RL by length is 500 centimeters. Why I am taking in centimeters? Because balancing length also given in centimeter, both will get cancelled, into 200 centimeters. Balancing length is 200 centimeters. Now, this RL and RL will get cancelled. Answer is 20 by 5. 20 by 5 is 4 volts. Next, color code is given. It is totally based on NCERT. You can see this is totally based, and it is 1 mark question in NCERT also. Next, magnetic field due to Biot-Savart law, vector notation is given. This you can see in your NCERT textbook, vector form, mu naught by 4 pi IDL sin theta. IDL sin theta, DL bar cross R bar, mu naught I by 4 pi DL bar cross R bar. And next, question number 12. IV characteristics of copper wire of length L and area of cross section A is shown in the figure. The slope of the curve becomes. So, here slope of the curve you calculate from your question paper. Slope of the curve is always y by x, dy by dx, I by v. I by v means it is nothing but conductance opposite to resistance. So, if you heat the wire, resistance will increase, means conductance will decrease. That will be the answer. If you heat the wire more, if the experiment is performed at slope of the wire becomes more if experiment is performed at higher temperature, more if a wire of steel of same dimension is used. So, this you can answer, because resistance, if you heat the wire, length increases. Resistance is directly proportional to length, whereas conductance is inversely proportional to length. Next, question number 13. Question number 13. In question number 13, this is the wire given. You want magnetic field here. So, this you can split into 3 parts. 3 by 4 of a wire, 3 by 4 of a wire, this you take it as B1, this you take it as B2, this you take it as B3, and this is the direction of current. Now, point is here exactly back of the B2. So, 3 magnetic fields are possible. Magnetic field due to 3 by 4th of the wire is B1 is equal to 3 by 4 into mu naught I by 2R, because complete wire it is mu naught I by 2R, complete circle, semicircle mu naught I by 4R. If it is 3 by 4th of the circle means 3 by 4 into mu naught I by 2R. And next, due to B2 it is 0, because on the bottom of the wire and top of the wire there is no magnetic field. Next, due to B3 their distance is R, it is a short wire at the end, so that is mu naught I by 4 pi R, mu naught I by 4 pi R, mu naught I by 4 pi R. Now, let us see the directions of B1 and B2. See, B1 is into the plane, B1 is into the plane, B3 also into the plane. See, answer is B1 plus B3. You just add B1 plus B3, you will get B net, and they are both are into the plane of the paper. Both are into the plane of the paper. Next, Question number 14. This is based on Curie's law in your NCERT textbook.